Within a radius of 2 kilometers, practically all buildings were burned. Of the 75,000 buildings and dwellings destroyed, 80% were lost by fires, which started between a few minutes to an hour after the atomic explosion. Except for their walls, concrete buildings also were completely burned out. Steel frames and structures which would not burn were bent, twisted, or otherwise fell in mangled heaps. This is the Japan Red Cross Hospital, 1,500 meters south of the epicenter. Here all the surrounding wooden buildings were burned, but the main building of concrete was saved. The damaged windows indicate the power of the blast. A building of reinforced concrete, 1 kilometer from the epicenter. A watch dealer's store. This is the Hiroshima Gas Company about 800 meters from the epicenter. 2/3 of its east side was destroyed. Upon examination of these reinforced concrete buildings, we found that in many cases faulty construction also contributed to the extent of the destruction. This is a section of ancient Hiroshima Castle, 1 kilometer north of the epicenter, where the Imperial General Headquarters was once located. This represents the state of damage caused by blast on wooden Japanese structures. As we drew close to the epicenter, we found that because the blast came from overhead, such perpendicular objects as the Torii gateway, which is not a strong structure in itself, remained erect on the ground. The concrete Chamber of Commerce building near the epicenter. The damaged parapets indicate that the blast came from overhead. This is the Commercial and Industrial Exhibits building built of brick, 300 meters from the epicenter. two bridges close to the epicenter attracted the special attention of our survey party. The Aioi Bridge, 300 meters from the epicenter. The entire sidewalk on the north side, which is further removed from the epicenter, slipped out of place by 60 to 120 centimeters. In the case of this bridge, it is believed that this was caused by the reflection of the blast from the surface of the water below. The pavement on the west side also slipped out of place. The Motoyasu Bridge, 100 meters from the epicenter. The interesting point about this bridge is that the copestones of the lanterns on both sides have jumped out of place in opposite directions. This indicates at a glance that the epicenter lies on a line which runs through the middle of the bridge.